Hi everyone. This is Shiju. Today I want to talk about my capstone project. It's a game called Tank War, AI confrontation game. First, let's see the agenda. Mainly talks about team member roles, improvements, problem statement, project description, team working agreement, personas, MVP, technologics, algorithms, diagrams, Sprint 1 recap, product backlog, and Sprint 2 backlog, matrix, retrospective, and Sprint 2, and the project demo, and the GitHub link. First, let's talk about the team member roles and responsibility. As you can see, there's only one person in this team. Actually, it's me. I'm also the team member and product manager. I need to define product version as strategy, create a product roadmap, create a product backlog, write and test codes, collect users' feedback, measure product success. Actually, collect users' feedback and it's from my classmates. And next, here's improvement made from professor feedback from the last sprint. In the previous sprint, I forgot to collect the API and upload it, but I fixed in this sprint, and it will also shows in the at the end of the slides. And the second one is review the project requirements more frequently and to better accomplish tasks. And the problem statement of the project is simple playability in even quality and in open ability of traditional 2D battle games. It is difficult to player to obtain a satisfactory game experiences. For this project, it's about players who enjoy intense combat and customizable gameplay. Tank War is a 2D AI battle game. Actually, I want to make it as a web app, but I cannot make it real happen. That's my problem. It's because the time is too short. I can't finish to make it a web app. And Tank will mainly introduce machine learning technicals. Actually, it's reinforcement learning to enhance gameplay and strategy. Unlike the traditional 2D battle game, our game offers a unique experience to players by allowing them to pick up in-game items, actually as power-ups such as level up and the bullet level up, fire attack speed, something like this. And they can change their custom look. Actually, we offer 4 different looks to the tanks. Fight with the AI opponents and develop different strategies against different levels, which can enhance gameplay experience, customize gameplay, and improve player satisfaction. And here is our team working agreement, mainly focus on the communication, goals, and objectives, time management, accountability, professionalism, confidentiality. Here's the persona. Persona 1 is it's called Gaming Enthusiast Gary. He's a 20 years old college student who is actually really loves play game. He spends almost his free time playing videos and loves games that offer a challenging and rewarding experience. And the second one is called Barry Mary. She is a 32 years old working professional who enjoys playing games in her downtime, actually free time. Her goal is to find a game that she can pick up and play for short periods of time and still enjoy. She loves games that are really easy to learn but still challengeable. And the Persona 3 is called Cam. Cam is 26 years old gamer and game archer who loves playing competitive games. He live streams his games on YouTube every day. His goal is to find a game that he can complete in a high level and feel challenged by. He loves games that has have a competitive screen and allows him to measure his skills against other players. And this is the MVP minimal valuable product. As you can see, we have the main screen, the home page and the settings page. The settings page, actually, you can click on here to select your tank. Different tank got different levels, and you can type in the levels you want to play and get in different maps. I believe this one is the level 3 map. Like you can see the level 3 maps got level 3 and level 5 got different wars on it. And actually the enemy's tank got different skills. They can hide behind the walls and shoot the player's tank. Actually, you can post game anytime by clicking the bottom on your keyboard P, sorry. F is the fire button. Here is the technical tools I use. Python, PyCharm, Discord. Actually, I use Discord to collect my players' feedback. And the GitHub, Git, Virtual Studio, PyQt. Here's the algorithm. Actually, it's reinforcement learning. In short, we define the actions that the AI agent can take in the game. For example, in this tank war game, the AI agent can move the tank to left and right, up and down, aim and shoot at the player's tank, and even shoot at the player's tank from behind the cover. Just what I told in the last slides. Here's the diagrams. This is the conceptual diagram. And our game is comprised of several components, including a game object, window, canvas, player's tank, enemy tank, player's bullet, and enemy's bullets. Each of these game objects contains various methods that are essential for game logic, such as creating enemy tanks, creating bullets, and checking collisions. Work together to those objects worked together to create an immersive gameplay experiences. And this is the sequence diagram. And it shows the major actors and their interactions. When players press the button, the player's tank object updates its direction and status. Player's tank objects and enemy tank objects are then updated with their position and orientations on the game canvas. The enemy tank object creates new bullets and add them to the enemy bullet object list. Similarity, the player's tank does the same thing. The bullet object checks its status and position and checks for collision with an enemy tank or player tank. The game object updates health, score, and status. This is the use case diagram. In the tank war My mic is close. In the tank war game, this following use case are possible. Start the game, control tanks moving, control tanks firing, kill enemy tanks. The primary interaction between the user and the system is to control the tank's movement and firing, kill enemy tanks, and earn scores as much they can. The use case diagram provides a high-level view of the system's functionality and users' interactions, making it easier for users to understand the system and its capabilities. Finally, is the class diagram. As you can see from this, the game window class contains a canvas object which is used to display all the game objects. The canvas class in turn contains multiple tanks, bullets, and walls which can be drawn and moved on the canvas. Next, let's talk about the Sprint 1 recap. Actually, in the Sprint 1, our team finished 9 of 11 user stories. So the user story 10 and 11 is I finished in the Sprint 2. Sprint 1, we got the tank control tanks, the firing tanks cannon, the single player mode, enemies and allies. Actually, I didn't finish the allies. Sorry about that. I didn't upload it yet. And the scoreboard, multiple lives, and the different kind of enemies, and the life status of the player's tank, and the enemies respawn. Here's the total product backlog. Actually, there is I think 20 user stories. But unfortunately, I didn't finish one of it. It's called customize the game's graphics such as resolution and quality. I didn't I can't finish because of the time. I will report it after it. I'm sorry. And this is the Spring 2 backlog. I finished almost all of the user stories except the game's graphics, as I just mentioned. The post function, different language, variety maps, and the score differently when the player hits enemy forces. Actually, is destroyed. The power-ups, the wars, the different wars in different maps. Yep. The and variety of tanks, different types of tanks, and the sound effects. Here is the Sprint 2 test cases. Actually, I spent most of time on the power tubes because the first time I tried, the power tubes also shows in the war so that the players cannot pick it up. And the different maps I just spent one time and it successfully occurs. And here's the matrix. The team velocity is quite high. I think it's 10 of 11. And the only incompleted user story just one, as I just mentioned. Here's the team's historical velocity. Last sprint, the team velocity is 81.8%. There are two user story I didn't finish last sprint. Yep. Here's the sprint to burn down chart. You can see that there's only one unfinished. The complete ratio is almost 91% in Spring 2. The retrospective went well. Almost 91% of the planned tasks completed. The roadmap for this sprint was created and executed successfully. The core functions has been successfully implemented. Actually, is the reinforcement learning. What can be improved? The commitment to completing all the planned tasks needs to be improved. As the 10% of almost 10% of the tasks that were not completed may have caused delays in the future sprints. If we have enough time. Yep. We need to improve our time management skills as some tasks took longer than expected. Actually, it is the power-up tools, which may have impact others' tasks in this sprint. Yeah. We need to measure our ability before we plan, and we cannot plan what our team can do. Because of this reason, one goal of the whole project has not been completed. So yes, as I just mentioned, it's the game graphic function. The live project demo you can see from the YouTube link at the end of the slides. Here is the slides app screenshots. You can get you can see more of the maps and the game experiences at the game application demo. Here's the slides for API. I use PyTorch, Soundfile, PyAudio, NumPy, OpenCV2, and Random APIs. And thanks for your listening. Here's my GitHub link. You can click the GitHub link to access the whole project and watch the live game demo at the YouTube from clicking the following link. Thanks all.